How's it? I'm Christo, and welcome to Diamond Cornerstone. I'm a diamond theorist, and I believe we can see the world differently if we look at the world through diamonds and realize that we are diamonds. Standard classic YouTube drill, like, subscribe, share, and yeah, let's see what's on my mind today. Okay, so the other day I mentioned lenses. And we all see the world through different lenses. Now, here's a pair of funky sunglasses, and as soon as I put it on, everything becomes a different shade of blue. And if I put these ones on, a different shade of black. So, either or, if we see the world incorrectly, then we're going to have an issue. So, looking at diamond theory, and let's say education and ego. Now you'll know I always talk about like 4 levels of diamonds, and that the human experience is supposed to be somewhere between, let's say, the courage line and the enlightenment line. Okay, below the courage line, that's ego. Okay, and it's actually where we're operating at the moment, and I blame this on the school system. Lesson in humility, a couple of videos back. I actually apologize for being a curriculum writer and actually helping in the indoctrination of people to keep them in or subservient to the corporation, to the monarch, to the ego of the establishment. So what I've figured out is that diamond down at the bottom there. Now this is just the classic crystal, okay? And that's what a diamond looks like. Actually, it's just a basic piece of crystal, okay? And it's being and that's actually how they keep us. And the whole curriculum and lesson plans and education system is kept to keep us in a state of glazed windows, frosted windows, that we can't actually see out of the center of our diamond. So we're short-sighted. We don't think of long-term plans. We don't learn to anticipate. And you'll see anticipation is actually a level 3 diamond. But farmers have to do it, engineers, but they, unfortunately, due to the line of work, of career, they think linearly. But nothing in nature works linearly. Everything works in cycles, and we are of nature. So in the education realm, we've actually fallen into this linear Newtonian model. A equals B. A takes us to B, takes us to C. Whereas in our modern world, where we're more in quantum, where it is ABC. Not causality and one takes you to the next. It's just everything is there. We must be able to separate them, analyze them, synthesize them again into ABC. And that's actually what the diamond does. Now, in the homeschooling context, it's not school at home, because that means you're just sticking to the indoctrination of the education system. Education, by definition, is incorrect. It's the transfer of knowledge from he who knows, or the person who knows, to the person who doesn't know. And that isn't what education is. Education is relationship. Relationship between parent and child, adult and child, student and lecturer. Now you'll actually see I bring this into the diamond 2 and diamond 3, where you have a vision. The learner, or the student, or the pupil, has a vision for the future, has an exchange with the facilitator, teacher. There is a context where this happens, and it evolves both parties. Now, you want to think in hierarchy, but it actually isn't, because it's about relationship. So home education should actually read the relationship of transfer of knowledge, information, beliefs, values, attitudes, behaviors, And you'll see if you run it in a diamond, there's always a qualitative improvement through the assessment, reflections, lessons learned, and character that's developed. So on the one side of the diamond, we've always got quantity, which is time, money, information transfer. But on the other side, it's this quality of live life to the full. The joys, the sighs, the tears, the love, the emotion, the becomingness of being taught, the becomingness of learning. And the thing is, the two diamonds actually work together, because the one can maybe represent the facilitator or the teacher at the point, and the other one is the student. But at no point in the education process must the teacher, so to say, not be receptive to learn. When you're in a teaching role, you are aware of the situation. You are anticipating how the rollout's going to happen. You are accountable for the teaching environment, the learning environment, the education space. And you must be adaptable to take in different, to be able to transfer yourself. Now, my biggest issue always at varsity was the lecturer knows, I don't know. And they move from that stance. Back at the ranch, if you're looking at a class of, let's say, 10 students, they do have life experience. They're 18 and they have lived 18 years of life. This is not a production line. This is not a production chain. This is not, education has become in the egoic state in service of, we need, the powers that be have decided we need X number of employees who can read and write and know their place on the production line. That is not what education is. Education is about exposing, showing, giving, changing worldview, expanding worldview, seeing how systems, processes actually interrelate. And if we move from that perspective, we actually change our frosted egoic rock, which can probably be a diamond that just hasn't been cut and shone, and put it into a stage 2 diamond where we actually start cutting the facets. And when you're standing inside and there's a cut and polished facet that you're looking through, it's clear. Everything below the line is designed to keep you looking through water. Whereas if you cut and polish and shine that facet of your diamond, and you're inside, you are the diamond, you will see the world clearer, you will hear it clearer, you will see, hear, taste, smell, touch, everything clearer, which is a fuller life to live if you have a fuller sensory perspective. And then at some point, the diamonds will switch and you will teach someone else, or and it's not even teaching, it's exposing to, showing people there's a bigger worldview. Many years ago, I was doing rural development, and one day I had to go to the city, but not like a small city, like the biggest city in South Africa, and these guys needed a lift. And they got there, and you've never seen people's jaws drop when they see skyscrapers for the first time. When they see blocks of flats, and they ask me, do people actually live there? I said, they live, they work, they eat, they sleep inside that. And these guys looked at me and said, but where's the grass? Where's the sand? Where's the river? I said, it's been covered with concrete. And that's why you might live out in the sticks and you might think you're not living, but believe me, you're experiencing more of life and living out there than what these guys experience in a lifetime, because they're literally in system. And I've come from the city, it's depressing. When you have to sit in traffic for 2 hours in the morning, work your 8 hours and sit in traffic for 2 hours in the evening. That's literally a 12-hour day in a boxed-in space. There's more to that, more to life. There's a statement that goes around, breathe your biome. Well, biome is environment, but if it's concrete, and I don't think that's what we were designed for. I thought we were designed, I believe we are designed to be diamonds, to shine, and to live life to the full. Now, in the homeschooling environment, you actually can probably get that a little bit easier than in the formal education system, because the formal education system has been designed to numb you down and prepare you to read the manual and perform a task and be uncut. When diamonds cut, they shine. And as we go up, when you're a shining diamond or two, you can actually reach a point where you can cross the veil and actually experience or manifest the mystical. Or the mystical can manifest in your life as well, which is miraculous, which is divine, which is beautiful. And that's actually what education is, according to me. It's the relationship between a teacher and a student, or a teacher and a learner, or a facilitator and a learner. It depends what terminology you want to use. A parent and a child. But it's the parent's job to show that there's more to. And then how to think? We think in process. We think cyclical. We think regeneratively. We think expansion. We think in movement. Remember, as soon as a system is separate, we get entropy, which is decay. As soon as there's no movement, we get entropy. That's decay. So life is movement. Life is spirals. Life is living. And we can do that if we get out of the egoic diamond and into the totem, so to say. And yeah, when we're there, from a homeschooling perspective, from a home education perspective, it's about relationship, it's about expansion, it's about life to the full. And that is beautiful. A hope, a future, abundance. And I can get on the whole issue of our scarcity mentality, which is below the line, based on Malthus, Thomas Malthus. I mentioned him a couple of days ago, and Maslow, who believes survival of the fittest. Nature is cooperation. So wouldn't education also be cooperation? And that's what homeschooling, home education environment can create, is a cooperation, a relationship, a communication, a beautiful space for child development to experience life to the full. Many blessings for the day. Be the diamond. Put on really cool lenses, and that lens is made from diamond. You're the cornerstone, and blessings for your day.